Hey guys, you're watching Couch Surfing here with Mel and Matt. Got a very special guest with us sitting right next to me, Roscoe from Mendoza, and of course the podcast, the Pagey Train. Bro, how are you?
Man, I'm absolutely purling, man. I'm having a really good week.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I wanted a bit of a chat about Mendoza. Let's talk about the band, how this band first started.
Oh, okay. Man, it's got a bit of a history, Mendoza. We were in a band before that. And most of the guys in Mendoza were in a band previous to that. That went through a breakup, which most people that are in bands have experienced at one point in their life.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so Alpha Degenerate sort of fell apart, and then the remaining members of that formed Mendoza. But the real pressure to form Mendoza actually came out of the studio that we run. So we have this like small studio in a Kennard's Hire.
Yeah, right.
So we have basically we got a code to put in. Go and open the roller door, drums are already set up.
Yep.
We've soundproofed the room. We've spray painted it. We've made it look like a Ninja Turtles lair.
Yeah, cool.
And we in Alpha Degenerate we had that studio.
Yeah.
And then we had to make a decision like, do we pack up the studio or do we start another band?
Yes.
And that's Mendoza.
Yeah,
So
right.
we started, the guys that were out of that. So we advertised for guitarists because we needed we had the bass, we had the drums, and we had me, the singer.
Yep.
So we needed a lead guy. We needed a lead guitarist, and that can be really hard to find.
It can be.
You know,
Definitely can be.
But we auditioned all these people, and not a real lot of success. A little bit of success, but not really. And our guy that did our promotions, who was like our photographer and our like videographer for our video clips, he was just sitting in the corner because he was at the rehearsals, and he was just sitting in the corner of the studio, and he just starts picking up a guitar and playing it. And we all look at each other going, "He's the guy."
Yeah.
And he wasn't even there to audition.
Yeah, right.
He was there just to do some promo shots for us.
Oh, it's crazy how that fucking turns out.
It's crazy, man. Yeah, and we've been writing ever since. We've done an EP.
Yep.
The bacon's gone bad.
So, what are the main influences behind the band? I suppose that each member's got different influences, but like the main sort of influences behind the band.
Oh, you mean like as in bands, as in like...
what bands inspired that sort of sound from Mendoza?
Oh, wow, there's a lot that goes behind that. I think Will Haven, bands like that, or the dudes that do Carpe Diem, what's come to my mind? No, that is Will Haven. Caius, Caius. Like I have as a vocalist, I have influences from Caius, and Tool, of course. Tool is like your quintessential go-to for metal. I think they're like the Pink Floyd of the modern era. Yep. But I'd say as well like definitely Deftones. Yep. There's Deftone elements in there. Yeah, there's a big mixture. There's a big mixture bag in there.
Yeah, like. So what's the future plans for Mendoza? Are you guys going to be playing some shows? So I guess with COVID, things are slowly coming back to normal. You guys planning on doing some shows?
Man. Or? Well, we made a decision in COVID because obviously you couldn't play shows. Yep. So we had 3 shows booked. We had to cancel those, and we decided to go into writing mode. Yeah. So we went straight into writing mode. And now we're kind of coming out of writing mode. We've got almost an EP put together. Yeah, cool. We haven't produced that yet, so it's not ready to release, but it's ready to test out on a crowd.
Absolutely.
So we're definitely doing a gig at the Factory Theatre on the 29th of October. Yeah, cool. At the Factory floor, playing with Reva, The Limited. There's a few other bands that I'm trying to get on there. If you guys are listening, you know that I'm hounding you. So I'm trying to get another couple of bands onto that show, and we're also in the running for Thrashfest, also Thrashville. Yeah, right. So Thrashville's a metal festival that's up in the Hunter Valley.
Yes, it is. So
So we're waiting for they released the 15 band lineup in June. Yes, and I'd love to be on that listing. So hopefully, fingers crossed,
guys,
we get onto it.
Need Mendoza on the bill.
Yeah, man, totally. Well, we're a political band.
Yeah.
We're a conspiracy political band.
Yeah.
So to play on 9/11. Makes a lot of sense, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, people don't know too. I'm sure they do, but you do a podcast.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The Pagey Train.
Yeah. So let's just have a bit of a brief history about how this all started. What made you want to do podcasting?
Oh man, there's a bit of an interesting thing. There's a bit of a paradox that goes on with the Pagey Train for me. Like, I wanted to, selfishly, I wanted to become a better listener and a better talker.
Absolutely.
And I thought, what better way to do that than interview people?
Yeah.
And the thing that kind of fueled that was, I've worked in and out of TV interviewing people before as a producer and as a cameraman. And, you got to interview bands, politicians and actors and I run a film festival on the back end of all of this as well.
Yes.
And I just realised I had this pool talent of musicians because I'm playing bands, actors because I work in movies, and I thought, what's lacking in this space is a bit of promotion, and I've got the technical skills to do it, and I wanted to become a better speaker, a better listener,
Absolutely.
and those things kind of just came together, and then I started doing it, and then I got addicted to it. Podcasting is not what, if you're thinking about doing a podcast, go out and try it. It's probably not what you think it is. It's way more.
It's a different realm,
It's a different spectrum, man. Like, you're locked in. You got the headphones on. You're locked in. There's just you. It's kind of like a conversation in a pub, but without the interruptions.
Yes, that's true. That's the way of it. Have you got a favourite interview that you've done? You've done a few interviews.
Oh yeah, man. Oh, that's a hard one. I must do a big shout out to my resident guests. Rob Wallace, who's a drummer from Mendoza.
Yep.
I have him on the show a lot, and we we always have a good laugh.
Of course, yep.
A big shout out to Scotty Belshaw.
Yes, I've seen a couple of his interviews. Scott from
we do like political discussions and have a bit of a bitch about the current state of affairs.
Of course,
But as far as artists go, and as far as like promotional interviews that I've done, last night I got to interview my first author. So I've been aiming for authors because I mainly get directors and actors and singers and drummers and guitarists. I got to interview my first author, and I got to talk about the similarities between writing a book, writing an album, and making a movie.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I'd say the ones that are about promoting movies, the ones that are about promoting books, the ones that are about promoting albums, they're collectively they're my favourite.
They're the main ones.
Yeah.
Now, people want to find out a bit more about the Pagey train. You're obviously on the online spectrum as well. You're on
mate, I'm on the spectrum, man. Definitely.
You've got to sit out.
I'm surfing the spectrum. You can look. You type Pagey train into the internet, you'll find me. So it's on Spotify, it's on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, Anchor, Amazon. iHeartRadio, YouTube. There's places I find it, I don't even know that it's there.
Yeah.
Like, it's everywhere, man. Just type in Pagey Train, you'll find it.
Now, for someone who's been in the entertainment industry for quite a long time, is there any sort of advice that you give out to someone that wants to, put their step through the door and just get involved in this?
Yeah, I guess I would say it's different for everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone has a different journey. Like, I got into film through music.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Or, when would you ever put those two things together?
It's very rare.
They're so separate, man.
Yeah.
So I would say find a passion. Like, I think inside everyone there's an artist of some kind.
Yeah.
Find out what it is, whether it's drawing, painting, ballet, it doesn't matter. Go out and pursue what makes you feel good and that allows you to express yourself. And then you may find that path and what that path is. And I guess my biggest advice to everyone is when you're on that path, just remember to be you.
Yeah, absolutely.
If people don't like you, they can deal with it. But if people like you, they can deal with it as well. Don't cater. Just be yourself.
Absolutely. Guys, Couch Surfing with Mel out here with Roscoe from Mendoza and the Pagey train. Get into it.
Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for listening.